Greetings, everybody. My name is Gloria Ogunbadejo, and I'm an ancestral healing coach. Welcome to my site. If you've been drawn here, that means that there is a curiosity, there is something that you maybe are familiar with, the whole idea of ancestral healing, whatever it is, you're very welcome. So let's look at some of the myths and untruths surrounding ancestral healing. Some say ancestral healing is something dark and to be feared. In particular, people from African traditions and cultures, and from the Christian religion also, as well as other religions. Maybe you have grown up believing the narrative that traditional ways of healing, including Yoruba traditions in particular, that include ancestral veneration and honoring, is something to really not have anything to do with, something unholy. But what sense does that actually make when you think about it? You know, we're talking about your elders, people who have gone before you, your mothers, your grandfathers, your children, and just people who you've loved that have gone ahead of you. These are all your ancestors. So these are people to be feared. These are people who you should not have love for. What sense does that actually make? There's also this belief that you can't be a Christian, Muslim, or other faith and practice ancestral veneration or ancestral healing. The two practices can sit very comfortably together. If anything, they complement one another because it's all to the good of the individual. How can honoring your vibrant ancestors be a contradiction to your well-being? It makes no sense at all if you think about it. Some say you don't have to look back to look forward. In other words, why are you bothering with people who have gone already, who are dead, in order to think of the future? Again, think about that. If you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know what has gone in the past, how will you be able to guide your future? You hear people say ancestral healing is about conjuring up spirits or talking to the dead or somehow invoking something evil. Again, I have to repeat, how does that make any sense at all? When you're talking about your elders and people who have gone before you, who have paved the way for you. These are people who you carry their blood in your cells, carry their DNA in your cells. Makes no sense. While I don't deny that there are people who are practicing on unsavory practices in the name of ancestral healing, in the same way, there are people who call themselves people of the cloth, men of the cloth, who are in traditional churches and other religious places that we all know are causing great damage to people. So there are those unsavory beings, and there'll always be. This is the world we live in today. Ancestral healing, its only purpose is to bring a healthier life for you and your future generation. I hope to see you soon.